It's Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday. The day that time forgot. Although why remains unclear. Yeah, it's good to have a lot of mystery. I think there should be more mystery, don't you? Do I really think that? Or is that just the way I'm thinking right now? Old men are shadows of the way things should have been. On my back porch we gather to review the wheres and whens. We were not bred for idle time, yet we don't feel ill at ease. 'Cause we can dance around the laughing eyes of the ones we still seem to please. Yeah, we're deep in the third act, close to the fire and the coal sack, like old Abednego and Shadrach, or the moths on the sill. It means we still got the climax, and all the stuff that happens after that. Exchange the hot for the cold facts, just like we probably will. Old men are shadows of the dreams that made them young. Our children climb the ladders while we brace the bottom rungs. It's a long day mending fences, but it pays well in the end. 'Cause we can dance around the laughing eyes in the arms of our best friends. Yeah, we're deep in the third act, close to the fire and the coal sack, like old Abednego and Shadrach, or the moths on the sill. It means we still got the climax, and all the stuff that happens after that. Exchange the hot for the cold facts, just like we probably will. We were made fools by money, sold that comfort comes with time. We've been lied to by a system that was built on other crimes. We were fooled by the mirror when it made us look so trim and young. Oh, but love's never made a fool of us, other than a willing one. Old men are shadows of the way things should have been. On my back porch we gather to review the wheres and whens. It's a long day mending fences, but it pays well in the end. 'Cause we can dance around the laughing eyes in the arms of our best friends. Yeah, we're deep in the third act, close to the fire and the coal sack, like old Abednego and Shadrach, or the moths on the sill. It means we still got the climax, and all the stuff that happens after that. Exchange the hot for the cold facts, just like we probably will. It means we still got the climax, and all the stuff that happens after that. Exchange the hot for the cold facts, just like we probably will. Exchange the hot for the cold, just like we probably will. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Tuesday Night Treehouse Extravaganza. Yes, it's the Yippee Skippy Show. Yeah, it's not been a Yippee Skippy day for Billy Bob Bajingo, but it doesn't mean we can't have a Yippee Skippy hour in the evening. You know, because you save it. You know, you save the Yippee Skippy for when Yippee Skippy is the right thing to do. And I think Tuesdays around this time, the Yippee Skippy just seems to, it just kind of wells up within one, you know? Especially if you have the right accoutrement to help one. Thank you, Tim and Demetra. Or, as some people like to say it, Demetra and Tim. 2 cups of mystery beverage tonight. 2 cups. Thanks, Mom. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Well, it's been an interesting week. It's been an interesting day. It's been an interesting couple of hours. Trying to stand up straight so that my body will last through the evening, and also so that it won't be all kind of bent when I'm done. You know, I tend to freeze up, you know, in position or something. Something happens. So many things, it's hard to keep track. Let's move on, shall we? Okay, great. Perhaps another song would be excellent at this time. Let's see. Although I do hear the dulcet tones of the hand tearing paper in the other room. The hand. Yeah. Her. She's in there. Well, maybe she's not coming in with a note. Okay, great. That's fine. That's cool. I'm good with that. I'm fine. But if she does come, I want to be ready. You know, I don't want to be one of those guys that's like ignores the hand. You know, so many guys, they tend to ignore the hand. Hearken. The hand. Half on trade. Little farther in, please. Thank you. Yeah. You see how she's ready now? She's all, ooh. The hand always smells very good. Way better than me. Yeah. Let's see. Thank you, hand. Tim and Demetra are here. Dan Roberts and Sally Green. Welcome, you guys. Val Sanford. I saw the drink. Don't think I didn't see the drink. You were pre-functioning. Yeah. Marcia Kester. Wow, welcome, Marcia. Mark Kenny's here. Alice is here. Rick Lewis. Just came out of camping in the hills for tonight's show. What are you, nuts? Where were you? Oh, man, I want to hear where he was. Scott Higgins. Rhonda's in Hood River. Making the move. Making the move, maybe? I think I'm going to do Notebook. I've really been feeling this song today. Now, Notebook came about, I can't remember what year it was. I was going to look all this up. See, I was going to do research. I was going to know what year it was that I wrote the song so that I could say something about it. But it was written in my notebook, and it's pretty much verbatim the way I wrote it, which is why that first stanza is a little weird. Now, I've said that before. Feels like a chant to me. It feels like an incantation, some kind of a thing. And I'm not sure why, because it doesn't really sound like a chant to anybody else, I don't think. But that's how I feel it. It's kind of an incantation. It's a drawing in of spirits, maybe, or something like that. I know it seemed way more mystical at the time than it's sounded since then, which is often the case. But it was written in my notebook, for my notebook. It goes like this. Haven for the waiting, it's a short candle for the night blind. Something there on the other side, a blue horse on a banker's bride. It takes you when you're looking away, takes the place of a sunny day. A winter wind up the leg of your pants, a swirl of snow on the curbside dance. Language of the bone beneath the skin, a way of looking at the day you find you in. Question mark at the end of your arm, the way we all pretend to do no harm. A slice of cheese on the kitchen floor, bad news at the sliding glass door. Gravel slipping off a dump truck, the bumpy road of your love luck. A taste of somebody's goodnight kiss, you jerk the wheel and you just miss. Language of the bone beneath the skin, a way of looking at the day you find you in. Tax day at 11 p.m., realizing it's us, not them. Something sinister you ate last week, the way you've settled into being a freak. takes you when you're looking away, takes the place of a sunny day. A wind to wind up the leg of your pants, a swirl of snow on the curbside dance, language of the bone beneath the skin. A way of looking at the day you find you in. The bone beneath the skin. The day you find you in. Hey, there you go. There you go. That's called Notebook. Before we go any further, I want to send some good vibage, good energy, hopes, and warmth to our friends Bill and Sharon Kaufman, longtime Victory Music members, supporters of the open mics and the performances. And Sharon has struggled with her health for some time now and is home and receiving hospice care at home. And we just want to send our love to Sharon and to Bill. That's from me in the hand. Okay. All right. Now I've been preparing some classic tunes, some chestnuts from the vault, but I'm not sure if I got it in me tonight. You know, I've been having a kind of a bad pain day, so we're just playing it by ear. It's casual. Above all, it's casual here in the treehouse. Wait. I sense a presence. Some sort of a mystical, a descending, or maybe it's just coming in from over here. Thank you. Yeah. 8 Mile Creek, ravens, swallows, cinnamon black bear. Oh, man. It's been a long time since I've seen one of those in the wild. Ann and Robert are here. Hey, Annie. Hey, Robert. Welcome. Cindy Clark is here. Katie Keenan is here. Kyle Gresham. Linda Brieger. Joyce Hyatt. Wow, Joyce Hyatt. First student. Represents. Cindy out there. Cindy Snyder out there. I see Scott. 8 Mile Creek. Have I ever been to 8 Mile Creek? Write us a song, Bill, and invite the mysteries of love and language, of art and honesty. We know they're in there, but just itching to get free. So write us a song, Bill, and invite the mysteries. Write us a song, Bill. Isn't that what you do? There's a lonesome guitar sitting right next to you. He's good for a few words, maybe a melody or two. So write us a song, Bill. Isn't that what you do? Write us a song, Bill, like you did when we were young, back when the best words were waiting to be sung, back when the people weren't feeling so outgunned. Well, write us a song, Bill, like you did when we were young. Write us a song, Bill, an upbeat little tune that'll stick to the eardrums as we move from room to room. Sweet inspiration, it cannot come too soon. So write us a song, Bill, an upbeat little tune. Write us a song, Bill. How hard can it be? Just use your brain, son, and your bachelor's degree. What was it good for? Can you explain that to me? Explain it in a song, Bill. how hard can it be? Write us a song, Bill. We're running out of sun. This party's dying. We need to start another one. We need to strategize on what is to be done. So write us a song, Bill. We're running out of sun. Well, you wrote us a song, Bill. Thank the mysteries of love and language and generosity. We knew you were in there, just itching to get free. You wrote us a song, Bill. Thank the mysteries, thank the mysteries, thank the mysteries. There you go. There you go. This is kind of fun. No reason to choke on the mystery beverage, Bill, just because you're having a good time. Goodness gracious. Oh, well, golly. Well, let's try one of these. I don't know, gang. I don't know. This is from an album called Lifelike. The song is called The Layers. Anybody remember The Layers? Huh? Yeah? Anybody? No? Nobody? How many people out there have never heard me play before? Just show of hands real quick. Oh, okay. Well, all right then. Cool. How did you stumble into here, into the treehouse? Rain has soaked the cedar trees as winter lingers, evil leaking weeks. Maybe you can rescue me, this tendency is cutting teeth are reaching. Promise me a shoulder and a shove, the layers of a love. Ground beneath my feet is made out of the layers of a love. November I was desperate with isolation weighing on my brace. Pressing my emergencies, the bleaker it became, the more I ached. What the silent nights remind me of, the layers of a love. Weary eyes that have to rise above, the layers of a love. Easter week with weaker reason comes on with a tickle and a tease. Faith or hope or television tugging at my cups, saying please. More of what I can't be worthy of, the layers of a love. A shoulder and a shove, the layers of a love. Not bad. It went okay. Went okay, Bill. Went okay. Use the tuner, Bill. That's why it's there. That's why you keep hooking it onto your guitar. Otherwise, it would just be decoration, and it's not that pretty. So, question is this. Wow. Wow. 3 visits from the hand? Look out for the... Don't step on the... Well, that was kind of casual. Wasn't very, not much flourish there. What, are you getting tired? Salt. No, it's not salt. Cat Eggleston and John Downey? I better shape up. I better start. I gotta start. Because John's here. Brad Stenberg. Valley. Patty Lorenz Hampton. Wow. It's been a while. Cindy is here. Colette's here. Jamie Turner. Wow. Wow. The first student contention is strong tonight. That's cool. Well, I watched that, I don't know if anybody else did, but I watched that Antique Sandwich concert from 1992, and I was like, man, there's one song on there that may be the most athletic song I have ever written. That's the one I'm about to attempt. So I will probably be all sweaty when this is done. Let's see if it works, shall we? And if it doesn't, I'm probably just going to bail on it, okay? I just want to give you a heads up right now. I remember this was around the time that I wrote The Sky in Tacoma, and I remember when I wrote The Sky in Tacoma thinking, it needs to be easier to play than that other song, And this is the one I was talking about. You own the morning paper, you own the evening news, you got the company pension fund, Social Security too. The one who writes the speeches, the one who takes the stand, the one who sits in the big chair is under your command. I don't want to walk your dotted line, I don't want to trade your life for mine, I just want to keep on falling behind, falling behind. You're not the competition, you're not the boy next door. It trickles down to your pockets, son. You don't believe in the poor. You can have all the money and you can ride with the crew, but just remember there's more of us than there are of you. I don't want to walk your dotted line, I don't want to trade your life for mine, I just want to keep on falling behind, falling behind. You got me falling behind, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ba-ba-do-do-do. Ba-ba-do-do-do. You got your interdiction, you got your 1,000 thugs, you wage war on some people, call it a war on drugs. I got an observation, something you can't resist. The stuff you stuff in your mattress with doesn't really exist. I don't want to walk your dotted line, I don't want to trade your life for mine, I just want to keep on falling behind, falling behind. You got me falling behind. I'm happy falling behind, yeah, yeah. can't stick that landing. Darn it. Get all the way through that thing, and then you can't stick the landing. Oh, well. It was a valiant effort, I thought. Whew. Yeah, I'm one of those odd guitarists wherein most of what I consider skill is in my right hand, not in my left hand. I'm not one of these guys, you know. I'm not Orville Johnson. I'm sorry, and I doubt that I ever will be. I'm not Hal Brooks. I know I never will be. I know I'll never be either one of those guys. I do stuff down here that's kind of neat, but down here it's I don't know. It's a wilderness area. It's off limits. Yeah, a lot of cinnamon black bears down in here. I just as soon steer clear of the area. So there you go. So I'm not sure whether Falling Behind is going to get back on the set list because, time for a break. Thank you. Okay. Well, the evening would not be complete without at least one Puget Sound song. And since I played a couple of them last week for my friend Scott, I'm going to play Summer Island tonight. I'll play it for the whole Higgins clan. And for any of the Puget Sounders, any of the saltwater folks out there. Yeah. I know John and Kat are maybe saltwater folks. I bet they'd consider themselves saltwater folks. Although Kat did live in the Great Lakes area for a while. I lived among rivers for like 13 years. And I missed the rivers. But I still think I missed the salt water more. I still remember every time I'd drive home to see my mom, see my sister. As soon as I got to the top of Stevens Pass, I could smell it. You could smell the salt water right at the top of Stevens Pass. Check it out sometime. Then when you're driving back, you get to the top of the Stevens Pass going the other way. What is it you smell? Dirt? I don't know. Dirt and fruit trees and that kind of whole thing. When I was a kid, we spent our summers on Fox Island. And I've always kicked myself because I was an adolescent. I didn't appreciate it. I wanted to be in town with my friends, But I got something out of it because it has stayed with me my whole life. And I'd give a lot to be living on the water. My friend Scott, he posted a birthday picture the other day because he had a birthday last week too. That's the man. See, he's living it. I love that picture. I actually stole it and put it on my computer so I could keep it forever. Sorry, didn't mean to digress. Did I digress there just a minute? Let's talk about that because never mind. Heartbreak me back to Summer Island. Map in my mind the Puget Sound. Replay those memories like movies. Restore each frame of dewy ground. Now that my good work's growing weary and my relations growing weak, I will not feel so old and dreary if I can recollect these things. Heartstrings that sing on Summer Island around a fire of salted wood. I hear those melodies receding. I'd run to catch them if I could, before the photos fade completely and all our gardens turn to stones. These friends I'd serenade discreetly to press more love into their bones. Heart warm me home to Summer Island, where my first flare for words was lit. These crooked lines are just a remnant of how they fed intended is. Now that my good work's growing weary and my relations growing wings, I will not feel so old and dreary if I can recollect these things. Heartbreak me back to Summer Island, map in my mind the Puget Sound, replay those memories like movies, restore each frame of dewy ground, replay those memories like movies. There you go. Summer Island. Okay. Let me tell you about some poetry. Uh-oh. Wow. Man. This is intense. Marjorie Richards. Salt water which leads nicely into the mud song. It's going into poetry, sorry. Lots of first student folks. Diane Hadfield, Monica Holverstadt. What is this? Is there like a union meeting here or something like that? Is Goldie's not open yet or something? It's Tuesday night. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, first student pals, time for some poetry. That's right. Gird your loins. Now, I've had 3 different lists of poems that I was going to read tonight. First of all, I wasn't going to read any more of my own for a while because, that was, you want to talk sweat. But then I thought, no, I'll read some of mine. I'll read some of this other guy's stuff too. I'll read them both. So I was going to read all these new things from the pandemic suite that I've been talking about. I chickened out on that. So I just picked out some ones that I like because Diane has picked some out too. But I'm gonna keep reading my stuff. I've decided. But the pandemic suite stuff, I realized it needs to age. It needs to get old enough to where I forget about it and then I find it again and I say, oh, I see what I was going for. Well, it's too late to change anything now, so I guess it's done. That's the only way you can decide that a poem is done. You let it sit for long enough and then you kind of, figure, oh, well, if it's gone this long without a change, I guess it can, Did I need to go into all that? Probably not. Poetry. So I picked these out just today. This one was written in probably the first couple of months after my MS diagnosis, which was about 5.5 years ago, while I was still working there at First Student. It's called High Water. Imaginary letters in pretend envelopes deposited at the doorway with Diane's packages. Read them quickly. The news is diminishing, like the aperture in the portal to your nerves. Here at the heart of it. Your body is spilling. The bridge is washed out. The mail's not getting through. Calm yourself. Take a breath of this and watch 2 crows cross the blue above you. High Water. Now, Tim wants me to read all these again, but I'm not going to do it. If you want to hear them again, see, you can play it back later. Yeah, like somebody would want to do that, Tim. Come on. Here's one I kind of like. It's called Soup. I hadn't seen this one for a while, but I kind of like it. Soup. Almost fell over putting on pants. Almost fell out of bed while dreaming of putting on pants. Almost. Tire irons and baseball bats floating in the soup. Big chunks of concrete sailing over my head while I complain about weather. This isn't my coat. This isn't my front door. This isn't where I parked the car. We got to get security down here to unlock these handcuffs. We got to cook some soup and invite people over to help with all this brown booze. Everyone's too busy watching football on the TV to notice that criminals are emptying the bedroom. Football is destroying our sense of proportion about bedrooms and TV and handcuffs and booze and tire irons and baseball bats. We got to get more baseball on the TV. We got to get security down here to help me put on pants. Soup. A digression in poetry. So let's talk about rain for a while. Like I don't talk about rain ever. I don't ever talk about rain. Why would I talk about rain? Never rains here. This is called I Wish the Rain. I like rain, by the way. Am I talking too fast now? It's because I'm reading my poetry. I wish the rain to stay a few more hours, until we've finished the shopping, until we're home again, putting plans for the week away in their cold and cupboard. I want the rain to stay one more day, until after the doctor's appointment, where we'll discuss my failing hip and what science might offer to that pain in the corner. I wish the rain to stay 20 more years with my lover of long talks. 2 more decades of the beauty she arranges like a celebration of coming rain. I like that. Okay, now let's talk about rain. Okay? A bit of rain in this one. This is called Rain Falling Steady Like the Stock Market. This is from back in the 09, 010, Bill. Back in 010, 011. It was 010 and 011. Think about it. Rain falling steady like the stock market as business and the rest of us take a bath. Morning is molded out of sheets and the rhythms of raindrops on rooftops. Solids and liquids speaking to each other across the gulf of differential substance. That's why physicists carry umbrellas. They enjoy the concept of a shield, but they also like the music. Garbage trucks with their backup beeps, the sound of a dumpster being lowered to the ground, the noises of machines dedicated to waste, a wealth of sound in what we throw away. Rain sees it all. Rain knows about decay, knows how to get that ball rolling. It will work on you too. People of a certain age are like used bookstores. Rain has touched them, then left them alone, leaving a mustiness, a phrase spoken but not heard. They like being near the rain. They feel at home there. It makes them feel smarter. This one is for my rocks buddies, the guys I've gone camping with since I was in college. Actually more now, it's more like rent a cabin with. Yeah, the status of our burliness has, pretty much tanked. But what are you going to do? Well, some of us are still burly, but they have mercy on the non-burly ones. Wait a minute. I may be the only non-burly one. Thanks, guys. This is called For the Rocks. I've never been good at packing light. Always the food, the clothes, too much concern about weather, making it all fit. In the old days, I had a vinyl gym bag and a flannel bedroll I carried under one arm. That's what it felt like to be immortal. I remember shivering a while, then deep sleep. In the morning I was damp with dew, but ready for the day's hike, ready for a wine sip and a deep bowl of smoke. We'll be visiting the old haunts. I wonder if the hole in the rock is still there, or the ledge I used to belly down onto for privacy. I took girls there, but it was too precarious to score any points, too easy to roll off into midair, a long way down to the prairie below and that old twisting river. Mostly it's the eyes I want to see again, flashing with laughter, spirit, depth of thought. Eyes that knew me under construction, barely awake, and who will not judge my lack of progress. We dreamed larger than we knew, sitting on those promontories, gazing out at the decades. And maybe we've just repeated ourselves since then, trying to get it right, but isn't that what everyone does? Speaks without thinking until someone calls them great? That's For the Rocks, boys. That's Indian painted rocks along the Little Spokane River. That's where we used to go. Yeah. A couple more here. So Nothing, this is called. The moribund forever tells stories to the daily as loved ones grieve for those I did not know. And the countenance is withered by the slow passing of mothers, the salt on skin of tears I cannot show. No time in this quick city for wallowing near the dugout ground, the burned-out car and ashen bones, just a 90-second news bite, and now here's Terry with the sports. Sacramental elements are the dust they describe, and no one gets to complete their feelings as we stuff our stuff down deeper and wonder why we feel so nothing. That came after a couple of incidents. My mom's best friend passed away, and Diane lost a friend at the University of Washington in a car accident down Lake City Way. Okay, one more. This is called Instructions from the Mirror. He knows what he needs to forget. The self-importance of pain drops its towel and stands naked. In the dim mirror light, shadows and folds that weren't there before swing at him like steel-toed boots. His ego is 80% water, and what he sees is a shrunken balloon. After months of daily exercise, no new strength, no beauty left in the rust of bones. Hand to chest, his heart still thirsting into the day, eyes too, hungering in their mercurial cups. Use them up, it says. Use them up. There you go. Yeah, poetry. Wow. Who would have thunk it? I owe Tim Swagger many things in my life, and the fact that I'm reading my own poetry on this thing is one more thing I owe to Tim. Yeah. I take great solace in knowing that I had the better stingray, though. Yeah. Yep, I had the better stingray. We both had the super skates. I think I had the better shoe shine kit, too. Tim and I used to shine shoes over at UPS when we were growing up. Okay. I'm going to sing a song about pain. It's not about pain, is it, Bill? No. It was written when I was in pain. And Diane actually kind of requested this one for tonight. It's from Night Sky, and it's called Hymn to the Muse. Just a few lines of glory from a cloth pocket man. He's walking by the lakeside with a smooth rock in his hand. He's fallen far behind the ones who ride the public air to the place where they'll be dining and forget that he is there. Through doorways that are splintered, he rushes with his pen. To the diamond mines of poetry he falls with other men. And his morning's rainy echo strikes a pose for him to see. He dips down into mercy, folds his hands and takes a knee. Just a few lines of glory from a broken little hole. That string of ones and zeros we used to call the soul. He's ready to be called out for the things he couldn't say. There were deadfalls on the switchbacks that he couldn't clear away. Through thickets full of needles he rushes with his pen. Through the clear cuts of poetry he hikes with other men. And as daylight's redemption strikes a pose for him to see, he dips down into thankful, folds his hands and takes a knee. Just a few lines of glory to be read out when he's gone, from the second-hand store table that he built his days upon, from the dome below his desk lamp where he last called out to her, to the trellis of his pages and of what he thought they were, to the dark he'll never speak of. He rushes with his pen toward the sunrise of poetry. He rides with other men, and if no one ever finds him or what he tried to be, may they all stand here and wonder, fold their hands and take a knee. There you go. It's called Hymn to the Muse. There's a story in that song. It's got Gary Snyder in it. I think I've told it before. I was sitting down to write, and I wrote down the line, just a few lines of glory. And I knew the next line would be about pain, because I've written a lot about pain in the last 5 years, especially in the summertime. But I didn't want to write about pain. So I stopped, thought for a while, got up, moved around, came back to it, wanted to write something about gratitude. So that's how that came about. And I was thinking about a quote I had read in a book that I was reading at that time called Nobody Home, which is a collection of interviews with Gary Snyder by a South African writer named Julia Martin. And a really good book. And I was enjoying it. And she had been asking him, these interviews took place over like a 40-year period. The latest one I think was in 2008. Snyder was in his 80s. Gary Snyder is 90 years old now. And she asked him, for his thoughts on getting older and getting sick, aging, sickness, and death. He said, aging, sickness, death, enjoy them while you can. I thought, well, there you go. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Bill. 8 Mile Creek, huh, Rick? Made me think of this one. Starting out from Libby Creek, tent stakes and hay rakes, old habits and new breaks, notice how it shows. Starting out from Libby Creek, garlic farm in the Met How, yes, veggie and no cow, notice how it shows. Starting out from Libby Creek, 100-year-old farmhouse, cat chasing a field mouse, notice where she goes. Starting out from Libby Creek, all day on a hillside, lose the boots and come inside, notice how it glows. Climb right out of your skin, trade your ends for begins, all your best friends dropping in, yeah, yeah. Starting out from Libby Creek, backpacking to Oval Peak, the head is high and the legs are weak, notice how it shows. Starting out from Libby Creek, you can't dwell on the future, the here and now is so pure, notice how it shows. Climb right out of your skin, trade your ends for begins, all your best friends dropping in, yeah, yeah. Starting out from Libby Creek, fell down and got bit. Better walk in the creek and sit, you know how it goes. Starting out from Libby Creek, don't forget who you are here. Far away from the city fear, and notice how it shows. Notice how it shows. There you go. Notice how it shows. Okay, alrighty, gang. I am losing my umpapa. I'm getting very little umpapa left in my calliope. Yeah. What are we gonna do, Bill? I don't know, Bill. Use it up, Bill. Use it up. Is Kyle still out there? There's Bill Kaufman. Hey, Bill. Our hearts are with you, man. Sharon, too. I'll play this one for Kyle. He likes this one. Here comes Jason with his red rose tea. Here comes Ezra, he'll be looking for me. Down by the dumpster, down by the blowing debris. Gathered round the concrete tree. They're all looking for the temporary bed. Blankets from the stairwell, shoes from the dead. Rumor on the block say all he got a cave in his head. Wondered why his shirt was so red. Days are getting shorter, how can that be? Shots of Donald Trump keep you company. Myrtle's really sorry for the finger she broke. Used to take the bus, but now she's taking jokes. Hustling for newsprint, trying to get herself a new coat. Friendless at this end of her road. Andy couldn't yell, 'cause Andy couldn't talk. Andy found some pizza in a Domino's box. We found him on the chain link down by the ferry boat docks. Hanging like a bag full of rocks. Days are getting shorter, how can that be? Shots of Donald Trump keep me company. Missy's from the mission and Missy's okay. Just don't mention Jesus or she'll keep you all day. Jesus would've liked her, looking like an angel she prays. Don't hear much from Jesus these days. And here comes Jason with his red rose tea. Here comes Ezra, he'll be looking for me. Down by the dumpster, down by the blowing debris. Gathered round the concrete tree. Here you go. Oh boy. Rebecca Lewis, Nice Sunflower. Or balsam root as we call it up in the valley. I don't know what that looks for. I keep it around, shine it up, use it on a Tuesday. You know, goes right back in the case. So. Don't worry, nobody else has to deal with it. Hey, Bill. Yeah, Bill. Move along, Bill. Okay, Bill. I'm going to close with this one tonight. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. Hi, Sue. Heidi. Alice. Wow. There's Rick. Bill Willem. You the man, man. You the man. Billy Collins was good today, wasn't he? I seen you in there. I saw Bridget in there, too. Bridget hanging around. I like watching it full screen, though, when I watch it, so I missed some of the comments. So. Sorry, Heidi. Mud song next week, okay? I want to do Safe in the Sound to close tonight. It's a song that's got Jim in it. I like having Jim in a song. Jim had a birthday last week. Happy birthday, Jim. And it's got my dad in it. My dad's ghost shows up in the third verse. And it's a nice closer, you know? Yeah. Thank you for your patience with the poetry. Safe in the sound, I'm writing this down while Jim takes a turn at the wheel. Scanning the trees that fly by me for whatever they choose to reveal. And I have no explanation as the car wheels into the town. It's a newfound field of sensation to arrive here safe in the sound. Safe in the sound, I look to the crown at the top of a stairway of hills. Under those stars I'll tune my guitars as the voices inside grow still. And soon I'll be sharing my moments as friends rise out of the ground, passing out mirrors and tokens in this place where I'm safe in the sound. Safe in the sound, I feel you smile down from your house out in back of the blue. And maybe I'm through now crying for you as if only your body were true. And tears still rise to the surface when your voice echoes back around. But it comes with a tune and a purpose now that I'm safe in the sound. Safe in the sound, I'm writing this down like a page from a mystery play. Scanning the trees that fly by me as the sun closes down on the day. And I have no explanation as the car wheels back into town. It's a newfound field of sensation to come home safe in the sound. Here you go, gang. Thanks everybody for coming out and for sticking around. Thanks for letting me read some of my own stuff and sing some of my own stuff. It's all my own stuff. I had a lot of stuff. Boy, I was going through a hard drive yesterday. I was looking for this poem to send to my friend Scott. And I got into this hard drive. It was like this labyrinth of these poems. You know, it's like, oh my goodness. I've got some organizational work to do. I'm thinking of asking the hand for help, but I don't think I would do that to her, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, thank you again for being here. It's great to see everybody in this way that we see each other now. I give you my best. Thanks all the first student people that came out. And Bill, hang on to Sharon for us. And we'll see you next week, okay? Thank you. Same bat time, same bat channel. I heard Billy Collins say that the other day. I think he stole it from me.